What's good, people? Welcome to the Chronicles of Culture podcast. My name's Connor F. Davies, and this week I sat down with Lucy Adams, aka Swoosh Lyte, to discuss her story through dance and her thoughts on Litefeet culture in the UK. Let's have a look.
My name is Lucy Adams, also known as Swoosh Lyte. I'm originally from Scotland, but I'm now living in Manchester, and my main style of dance is Litefeet.
How did your journey through dance start, and when did Litefeet come into your training?
Okay, so I was a comp kid when I was first starting training back in Scotland. I did that for I feel like I started competing seriously when I was maybe 12,
Okay.
so quite late on.
Yeah.
And then I did that up until I was about 18, I think. I'd stopped doing comps. Sometimes still do them now, but more for the battles. I won't do a solo spot again ever in my life. Litefeet came into my training. It was right before COVID time lockdown. I started touching on Litefeet, connected with the style, and I had all of COVID to just lock in. I just trained all the time, just in my back garden at home, literally just outside, because I was training inside, but it was just a bit loud, you know what I mean? And I just didn't even do my schoolwork in lockdown. Not gonna lie, I just literally was getting the whole of lockdown, and that was it. So yeah.
For the viewers unfamiliar with Litefeet, how would you describe the style and its core elements?
Litefeet is a high energy dance style. It's from New York, so it's got a lot of similar ties to hip hop. It comes from hip hop. So you see a lot of similarities in the movement, but it does have differences too. I would say the BPM is a big thing, the speed of the tracks. It's a little bit faster, but yeah, you can see a lot of similarities in the movement. But over time, Litefeet has evolved, and now it has its own vocabulary too. So you see a lot of moves that you wouldn't see in hip hop as well in that. But yeah, I would just describe it as high energy. A lot of it is you can create bars with your movement, so it's not as free as hip hop freestyle. I would say it's a little bit more calculated,
More structured.
And structured. Yeah, structure is a huge thing. There's actually structure. It's sentences that you can say. You start with a move, boom, and then you finish with your lock in. It's you really saying something. It's always a statement with your dance.
Your process of finding your own identity as Swoosh Lyte, where does the name come from? How did you become Swoosh Lyte?
I'm not gonna lie, it's really not that deep.
Okay.
I feel for a long time, because I was just Lucy for ages, and I still am too, but I was waiting for somebody to give me my name, but it was never happening. Nobody was giving me a name that I even wanted, so I just gave myself the name Swoosh Lyte because I was always wearing Nike, and I still do. I actually don't have any Nike on right now.
The one day you're not wearing any Nike.
I don't have any on. But yeah, I always was wearing Nike. I always have Nike sneakers on, anything. I used to always have this windbreaker. I don't know if you've seen me in it, and it has this massive swoosh across the front. It's one of them ones that folds up into a bag.
Oh sweet.
Yeah, it goes inside itself. I've got a couple of them, so I used to always wear them. And then the Lyte is Lyte instead of Lyte, because a lot of Litefeet dancers have Lyte on the end of the name, but it's Lite, Litefeet. But I changed it to Lyte, MC Lyte. Do you know MC Lyte? I kind of took inspiration from her a little bit. Nice. Female rapper. I quite like the Lyte. It's just a little bit different. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where it came from.
Sweet. You are currently what the Litefeet scene would call a free agent.
Yeah.
Can you explain what that means, in general, and also what does it mean to you?
A free agent in Litefeet is somebody who doesn't represent a specific team or crew or anybody. A free agent to me is that as well.
Right.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah. You being a free agent, meaning you're unaffiliated.
Yeah.
So what do you think the benefits of being unaffiliated are?
Okay. I choose to be a free agent just because I feel this may be controversial, but I feel there is a lot of baggage that comes with being in a team and a crew. I quite like to work on my own terms and battle on my own terms, do my own thing. Sometimes I do want to be part of a team though, because it is nice to have a crew to rock up with. Do you know what I mean? But I also just like doing it on my own. So yeah, I choose to be a free agent. I just don't like it when people chant it at battles. I'd rather that was left out. You don't need to be she's got no friends. Do you know what I mean? Just leave it. Yeah. But yeah.
You prefer being independent.
Yeah.
But can you still see the benefits of being part of a crew?
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel there's so many like good examples of that. You have like Vommy Boys from the UK, Lifetime, Team Rocket. There's lots of teams from New York as well. And I feel like it's good to have like people to bounce your energy off of and just like learn and grow together, because Litefeet is very competitive. So it's nice to like see crews come together, and also like putting on events and stuff like that is a big thing. I want to touch on that actually a little bit, but touch on it now, touch on it
now, let's go.
Okay, I feel like there's not enough Litefeet events in the UK, or actually in general in the world. I want to see some more, and I do want to put some on in the future, but also I want to participate in them, and I can't put on an event and then compete in my own event. I don't want to do that. So yeah, if you's watching, whoever it is, the people that is putting on events is doing their thing, but I just feel like we need to see more of it. Like, it's kind of hard because I do a lot of teaching, so I like train students, and like if there's wanting to participate in a Litefeet battle or have something to work towards, it's so hard because I'm like, right, you got this one coming up, but if they can't make that, then it's not for another 6 months. So it's like, it's sometimes hard. It's nice to have something to work towards as well. And like, I did hip hop battles for a little bit, and I still would do them occasionally now, but it's just not the same. Like, there's certain things you have to kind of like tweak and change to your dance, but you don't always want to have to do that. Do you know what I mean? You want to just be able to dance in your own environment, in your style as well. You know
something that you're comfortable in.
It's not like you would have like hip hop dancers. There's no events on. I'm gonna just have to go to a Litefeet event to do hip hop, because then it just doesn't read the same either. You know what I mean? You have to change your dance a little bit, which isn't.
Do you think since Litefeet is a style that comes from hip hop, do you think it's still okay if there's not a Litefeet event for Litefeet dancers to go into hip hop battles?
Always. I feel like it's interesting too. It's more interesting. There's like certain ways that you have to like manipulate and change dance a little bit. Not saying you have to, like you can definitely just go in and do your thing. Like I was saying before, like structure, bars, stuff like that. It doesn't always read as well in a hip hop battle, because with hip hop freestyle, there's so much things like building up your round. You're not going to just start with high energy. Do you know what I mean? Musicality is a huge thing as well. But I think if you can like tweak it and fit your bars to the music, and even just learn how to break down like a bad one, for example. In a hip hop battle, you could just do a bad one for your whole round. You could do that in a Litefeet battle, but it might not read as well. So it's just certain things you need to kind of like, not need to, but if you want to do it, maybe like adapt a little bit.
Adapt.
You know what I mean?
There you go. Being a Scottish Litefeet dancer, does your heritage from home ever link to your dance style?
Scotland doesn't like directly link to my dance style. There is a lot of dance up in Scotland for sure. You have like Kid Turf, he's doing things for hip hop up there. You have Lucia and Mother Funk, Dime Stop. She's doing a lot of popping up there for like the new gen as well. They're like a huge like part in that. But yeah, I feel like my dance doesn't directly link to my heritage, but I've learned a lot and taken a lot from when I trained back up there. Like just like discipline, stuff like that, and just like that I want to work hard. Like I say, there's not much going on, especially where I'm from. Like it's literally just like a small town. Like there's really nothing else to do except like go out and then dance. Do you know what I mean? So I just like would choose like to just dance all the time. Like that was just my, like I said, in lockdown, like there was nothing to do either, so I was just locked in then, locked out, locked in, lock in, lockdown. So yeah, I feel like that's what I've really taken from that. But I always go home, like every time I have a break from, right now I'm at uni, every time I have a break I'm always back home, like giving back to my community always, and just helping the next generation.
Next gens. We already touched on this earlier, but how does Litefeet fit into the broader context of hip hop culture?
Well, you know, Litefeet comes from hip hop, like that's literally where it started. Do you know what I mean? And I would say there's like kind of like cousins, because there's so much like similarities but also differences too. It just depends on how you look at it. What do you mean, in like a battle context, or just in general?
Can do.
I feel like I kind of already touched on that a little bit earlier, but yeah, it just depends on how you like adapt it and fit it in. Like I did hip hop battles quite a lot. It wasn't last year, it was the year before that, I think. I did so much hip hop battles, like everywhere. Like literally I went to Battle Bad in France, did a hip hop / Litefeet round, dead. Was like changing my dance to like I was changing my dance to like try and dance like a hip hop dancer, but I still want to do my Litefeet, and because I've trained so much Litefeet, all my movement is Litefeet.
Yeah.
Like even if I try and do hip hop, I've got a little Litefeet like twinge.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I've taken a step back from doing hip hop battles. All styles battles is different. I feel like you can do your thing in that, and it's hard for all styles to do an all styles battle because the music is like the hardest part. Do you know what I mean? And they're going to challenge you with that. But yeah, I would say doing Litefeet in a hip hop battle, you just have to make sure you stay to yourself as well. You have to think about Litefeet being like your advantage in that sense. You know what I mean? Because you also see a lot of hip hop dancers using elements of Litefeet, like Harlem Shake and stuff like that. That's kind of its own thing as well, because there's so much vocabulary to that too. But again, it's kind of like a cousin, so it's like, yeah, you see a lot of hip hop dancers using Harlem Shake elements, and even sometimes they'll hit a bad one in their round and it gets so much hype. But then if you see a Litefeet dancer just go in with a Litefeet mindset to a hip hop battle, it doesn't read as well, it doesn't do as well. So yeah, it's just the mindset too. Always the mindset.
Always the mindset.
It's always in the mindset. Yeah.
Are there any Litefeet artists that have influenced your own style and training?
This is a good one. I feel like I'm grateful to have learned from so many people. I've never actually been to New York yet, which is crazy. I actually need to get out there, and I've been speaking to so many people about it. I actually need to go, especially because I teach so much here. I know that I have to go out there. Like, it's not that, do you know what I mean? So I need to get myself out there, but I have had the opportunity to learn online from a lot of people. So right now, I would say that like a huge inspiration for me and like a driving force right now in my dance is my own students. Like seeing like them take on board what I teach them and then put it in their own way. Like I can see parts of myself in their dance as well, but also like seeing them elevate and become their own like artists in themselves is really nice to see, and also just their like work ethic, passion, all that like motivates me as well, even though most of it is online right now. And when I get to connect with them in person, it's super special. But if we're talking Litefeet dancers from New York, E-Solo is one of my favorites of all time. Everybody knows that E-Solo. Yep, my fave. I actually have met him because he came across to the UK last year, I think. And I've trained with him a little bit online. And Keenan K-Slick. I really am like a detail freak. Like I love like details and like small movement and just like control, and also like for my dance to like make sense. Like I like it when it makes sense, and like I'm like, oh yeah, it's like satisfying almost. And I feel like them two dancers is it for me. Another dancer that really inspires me from New York as well is Fly Boogie. He's been doing it for a long time now, and yeah, I just really like his movement too. Just nobody else does it the way that he does. I think that's a big thing, because there's so many people that is doing Litefeet now. Even in the UK, it's so big. If you go to like a comp, there's so many people doing it, and that's what I always try and tell my students too, is like you have to find yourself in it. You can't just learn the foundations and leave it at that. You have to like elevate it, and I feel like that's something that he does really well.
How do you see the relationship between Litefeet and other hip hop styles like breaking and popping?
Me personally, because I'm at uni right now, I go to Shocker, I'm about to graduate. I've trained in all 5, there's more to it than that, but like 5 street styles, hip hop, popping, breaking, locking, and house. And then also we do like workshops sometimes, so I've learned a bit of cromp, a bit of voguing, Afro house, dance hall, crazy. I've learned them all, so I feel like a big thing for me, like discipline wise, when I've been in them classes, because house is not for me. I really like house music. I like watching people dance house, like house dance, but me, I can't do it. And it's crazy because everybody always says to me like Litefeet and house, like it's footwork, like how can you not do it? But they're so different, and like if you really study them both deeply, you get that. Because I had to do house for 2 years. I didn't take it this year as my style, out of my 3 styles. But something for me is like, not even just movement wise, but like I learned so much. House was actually one of my favorite classes, you know, shout outs to Troy, because like there's so much stuff that I could take and apply into my Litefeet, whether that be like musicality, how to build up around, how to break down movement, like so much stuff like that, which I was able to apply into my Litefeet. I feel like sometimes if you learn one style on its own, there's not like enough depth in it. There's so much you can like benefit from learning other styles, popping, timings, do you know what I mean? Hip hop, there's so much you can learn from that. Breaking, floor work. If I didn't do breaking, my floor work would not be like the way it is right now. Just even learning different ways you can get down to the floor without just being like, I'm standing, I'm on the floor. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like keeping it smooth. Blow ups. What other styles did I say? Locking. Strength. There's always something you can take from style. Do you know what I mean? Power, musicality, personality. Locking's a good one for that. Character, storytelling. Have I missed any? No, I think I did them all.
Remember. Yeah.
So there's always something. Even crump, like crump is not for me. Like I could never do a crump battle. But like when we did a couple crump classes actually, and like just like the control and like the weight transfer, stuff like that. There's always something concept to, very conceptual and storytelling. So there's always something you could take from other dance styles. That's how I feel like I would tie that back into my Litefeet. I feel like breaking and popping is probably the two that I apply into my Litefeet the most. Popping for like the detail, like the almost like animations and stuff like that. I do so much waving too, which I know people say is sometimes like a whole style on its own, but I do so much waving in my Litefeet. Like one time I watched back one of my rounds, it was a prelim round, and I did like 8 waves in a round, like 8 different ones, body waves, arm waves, leg waves. Like I do it so much. And ticking, I love ticking as well from popping. I do that all the time in my Litefeet. And then breaking, floor work. I love floor work because I used to do gymnastics, so I'm quite acrobatic already. So I feel like all the like tricks and stuff like that is right up my street.
What advice would you give to dancers that are already learning hip hop styles who are interested in starting Litefeet?
I would say go for it, learn it, do it the same way you would learn other styles. I feel like Litefeet is a really good one because there's so much you can take from it. I also teach dancers who aren't like Litefeet is their main style, and it's always like a thing. I bring it back around to like timings, even just the like having a structure to your round and having something to say in your round. Litefeet's good for that. It could even just be combos, footwork. Like there's so much that you can learn from it. There's so many good teachers in the UK that you can learn from, and if you're really serious about your craft, go to New York. And I'm saying that I've not been out there yet, but I'm coming. But yeah, I would say go for it.
Obviously you've mentioned your teachings, whether that's over Zoom or back home in Scotland. Do you have any plans to teach here in Manchester?
Okay, that's a good one. I feel like right now I'm trying to build something back in Scotland. Like I say, I'm always trying to like give back to my community up there. So I'm doing a monthly session up there in Glasgow, and that's just like a 1.5-hour session. Foundations, drills, freestyle, technique, combos, all that good stuff, and knowledge too. That's a big one. So yeah, doing that in Glasgow, but I want to bring it to Manchester too. It's just getting the numbers and making sure that people is actually wanting to invest in their training. So yeah, that's soon to come. Online privates, just drop me a DM if you want one, you know what I mean? Drop me a DM if you want to book in. But yeah, I'm all for helping people and seeing everybody win. That's what I'm big on.
Lucy Adams, aka Swoosh Lyte, many thanks. Let's go.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Cut that bit. And I just pressed something on the mic. Does that turn it off?
I think that's turned off.